Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for my weekly review for this week's episode of Wasteland World. This is for Season 2, Episode 2, which is called The Perfect Day. Okay guys, so this is going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Wasteland World. This is for Season 2, Episode 2, which is called The Perfect Day. So, man, that title, is that not the most, sarcastic title there ever will be, honestly? That title is very, very, sarcastic, I gotta say, for this episode. So, because literally, everybody in this episode had a horrible time at some point in time or another. So, Alright, now, let's talk about this episode, because this episode was actually a really, lengthy episode, and that actually is going along with a lot of what's been going on this season with Wasteland World, is that we're getting these very long episodes in a short season, which I think is really, really cool, is that we get 6 episodes, but they're divided, we got 3 and then 3, but the episodes are actually really long episodes, each one, so that's really cool, because, when I heard that we were only going to get 3 episodes this season, then we're going to have to wait until, the other 3 episode 4, 5 and 6. I was a little kind of disappointed because I'm like, man, we're only going to have 3 episodes and then we're going to be on a break again. And yes, if you guys don't know, we are going to have a break after the next episode of Wasteland World already. So, but because they're so lengthy episodes and we got so much that go down in each one, that's really cool. So, you guys know I did enjoy the premiere, I really did, but this is more what I was talking about here. This episode really did it for me. This episode really blew me away with, some of the stuff we got. So this episode for me, honestly, I think this episode has so much to it, we have kind of the continuation of the story that we have at the end of episode 1. We got somebody in the community that unfortunately died, and Dimitri wasn't there to help, unfortunately, because he's kind of struggling right now too. And then we also get to see in this episode, Warper, who, let's talk about Warper in this episode. So, he literally uses other people's blood as he's murdering people to paint this town of his. If Warper's not one of the craziest villains, or, you know what, probably the craziest villain, I gotta say, this show's ever had. I don't know. I mean, I know Drexel is supposed to be, our main villain for this, this season, but I honestly think Warper is my favorite villain so far. I think Warper as a character, I don't know, he is really awesome in this episode. And, the fact that he would kill people and use their blood as paint in this episode, it doesn't get more crazy than that. I mean, honestly, I don't know, that was one of the craziest parts of the episode for me, is when he started to do that. So, Warper is a character in this episode that was just absolutely crazy. And then we get to see him versus Dimitri in this one, which, I thought that fight scene was really, really intense, and we get to see a fight scene between the two of them. Obviously, Dimitri gets away, Drexel, obviously Dimitri gets away, and Warper can't find him. But the fight between the two, I thought, was really, really exciting for sure. Now, we get to see Drexel, obviously, he makes his return in this episode, which we knew we were going to see in the promos. And we basically get to see Trent, which is also really cool. And, in terms of Drexel and his return, I thought it was great. Drexel, he looks a lot more scary this season. I don't know what it is. He looks more kind of intimidating this season than he even did last season. And I'm glad to kind of have him back as a character. But basically, we have a kind of now, this is one of my only gripes with this episode, is we have a bit of a filler kind of part here where one of Rhodes' guys, I guess, gets killed by, Drexel, and he finds him, and we have a bit of conflict here as they're trying to hide in the house and stuff. That stuff for me was a bit meh for me. That wasn't my favorite. But then we get the surprise attack by Rhodes, Samson, and the others. And basically we have the face-to-face between Drexel and Rhodes, which I thought was really exciting. And basically they destroy Drexel's home in this episode. And we get to see them take Drexel's brother, which is very interesting. And Rhodes wants to kill the brother, and Samson wants to take the brother with them and, kind of interrogate him, that type of thing. And while last episode I did agree with a lot of what Rhodes was doing, in this episode I kind of disagree. I'm kind of more on Samson's side. I'm kind of like, why don't you take him with you, get information that way? And Rhodes doesn't really want to do that, and he slices Samson's baby finger off, it sounds like. So I mean, my goodness, you know, Rhodes is very rogue this season. You know, he's very Daryl from The Walking Dead season 8. He really just does not give a crap. If he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it. He doesn't care what his brother thinks, you know, Samson. And I'm honestly on Samson's side this season when it comes to a lot of situations. So I will definitely say that as well. But they're gonna take him basically, and we have Drexel, Warper, and the others who are now gonna need, you know, some help. It sounds like to defeat Rhodes and the others. And they run into a new character at the end of the episode, which is kind of our cliffhanger for this one, which I found very, very interesting, and also, you know, this character was in the trailers as well. But what is this character going to be about? We don't know. Obviously, we're going to have to watch episode 3 to find out, which is also the mid-season finale. So, yeah, guys, honestly, this episode for me is a 9 out of 10. I think they did almost everything right. Maybe a few scenes were drawn out a bit too much there, you know, around the time, right before the battle happened, a few of them were a bit too drawn out for me. But aside from that, I mean, this was an awesome episode. Warper is crazy. Drexel is back. He lost his home. We have, you know, Rhodes going rogue in this episode, and just so much other, like, amazing stuff in this episode. And also, not to mention, the fight with Dimitri and Warper, which I completely came out of nowhere for me. So, that is my thoughts on this week's episode of Wasteland World. Absolutely amazing. Honestly, Mega Matt, Wasteland World, and everybody involved, absolutely, you guys are doing an amazing job with this season, and this was a very, very awesome episode overall. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below. Who here is excited for the mid-season finale coming up next week? Very, very excited. And, of course, I will be sure to, of course, post my weekly review for that one next week. Very, very much enjoying as well kind of the lengthy episodes, the longer episodes. I think that's really, really awesome that we're getting some longer episodes for Wasteland World as well, so that's really, really cool. Delving into the story a bit more and really making things really exciting. So, anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below. If you guys are new here, click the subscribe button to miss any of my videos for Wasteland World. Follow Dan for watching reviews on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for Wasteland World. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.